So what we're going to want here is some really fat 808 bass. That's what we want. Remember to save. Control S is perfectly fine. We want some fat 808 bass up in this. So find next empty. I'm just going to call it pattern 7 because I'm a scrub. Anyway, all. Now we don't want. What am I doing? All. It's too many. Unsorted. Is it unsorted? Yeah. There you go. These are all the normal things. But what we want is 808s. What is an 808? 808 is a classic drum machine that just had some really solid sub bass in it. And ever since rap and trap and EDM and everything has used this to really get the deep bass. Let me give an example. You see that? So what we want is something that sounds cool, and we're going to make like a really neat bass pattern to go along with the beats we have, right? And that might be cool. I kind of want to try and see if I can make something with this. So one thing I can teach you. For these things that just kind of ring out, you can tell it to cut itself. Cut yourself! Now what that does is it, if you have one note and then play another one, it cuts it off. Very useful. Very useful. So, extend this a bit. It might not be working. No, it's working. Just only when it's being played in sequence, though. There we go. See if this pattern is worthy. Are you worthy? Will it sound like shit or will it sound good? It's not audible. It happened to not be audible. That's a problem. So we have this huge build up to the bass, and then we're like, what bass? I don't hear any bass. Oh shit. We totally just nerfed that. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. That does not seem to be working. No, we have it at the wrong octave, we have the wrong notes, we have the wrong everything. Like this bass pattern is cool, maybe for a different song. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and find that same thing again in FX, because don't lose it. I'm just gonna go ahead and recommend you don't lose it. God, that's loud. Oof, super loud. But anyway, I'm gonna go pattern. Sounds like it might be more. Which was it? If you ever find yourself getting disorganized, you might want to not do what I do when it comes to the naming conventions or the patterns. Again, every individual can do their own thing. I just tend not to name them. I honestly don't even know why. I don't know, maybe it's a challenge finding it every time. But it wastes time. It absolutely wastes time. So what we are gonna do is play this pattern. Alright, so now we know roughly the key. It should be, I think, this one. Ooh, you hear that? And if we play it here, maybe it'll be audible for once. Let's go down an octave and see what happens. Is it going to be sick or is it going to be a miss? Let's see. Oh baby, we're going up there. I think it sounds pretty cool actually. One thing we can do, Control C, Control V, you copy it, and I can, totally missed it. I can have a high octave and a low octave, and I can get like the best of both worlds, hopefully. Or it might sound like crap, I don't know. It sounds kind of cool, but I think I really need like a different bass sound for that in order to make it work. Oh, at the same time, we gotta find one in the same key. The thing about 808s is when you put them in, it defaults to middle C. Like the middle of the piano is the C key. So everything you put into the piano roll, the note of the sample will be at middle C. So even if it's A, it will be C. So again, it all has to be figured out by ear. It can't be figured out by note. So that's the sort of like, you know, down and dirty nature of this, and I love it. See if Gowers will give us any more luck. not have the effect I intended. Not in the slight. Not in the slightest. Sometimes if you like really... you know what? This might be a good time for me to get into syncopation. There's something called syncopation where you like mismatch the rhythms and sometimes they will sound good. It's polyrhythm. So let's say, I don't know why I clicked there. Let us say I move this here and we play it. I don't think syncopation works super well with well, that's kind of a neat noise, isn't it? So it's kind of like a like that's what's happening, and then if we move it back, it's different, you know. Now it's dun 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 dun, and all I did was move all of these to the side a little bit, and that is it. Isn't that cool? What I want to do is we want to add this. Yeah, don't forget this. We can add it to a channel. Whoops, add it to 7. I'm going to mixer, and I'm going to EQ it actually, because I want some high notes to come through. You really want to like clip it there so it starts at the right point. It's a tough one. There we go. So you eliminated the bum note there. I have a feeling like there should be something else here too, you know? It shouldn't just be the bass. It has to be like some sort of arpeggiator. know what I can do. I can put this in 5 with all the delay and stuff and reverb. And yeah, we want this to last, you know. We want the space to be filled up. And when it comes to songs, we want to fill up all the empty space with a noise, you know. You don't want any gaps. You just want everything to be filled with noise, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to create like its own thing because it doesn't sound right with that one. Anyway. What's interesting is in FL Studio 12, apologies, shouldn't talk when somebody's playing. In FL Studio 12, all of these are actually drawn by your computer instead of just being pictures like in FL Studio 11. Everything here. So that means you can have incredibly high resolution screen and it will scale correctly no matter how big the screen is. Quite cool. Quite cool indeed. And that concludes my session for the day. Always save. Always save. Control S. There is backups, but get in the practice of saving. Backups won't always save you. Yeah, you know what I mean. Stay frosty.